What is going on, everybody? Mr. Z-Dog Swag here, coming to you with week 6 of the CPBA against starfoxfalco. And as you can probably tell, this is a post-com, and I've never done one of these before, but unfortunately my audio recorded, but my video and my screen did not record. So this is probably why I'm doing a post-com this week, just to get this up. This is probably a lot later than normal. This wasn't on the normal week schedule, but I had to get this up. I knew you guys were wanting it, so we'll get into it. I'll go play by play here. I'll go really slow. So his team, this Thunderous was the worst thing for my team, period. I had no Thunderous switch-ins, and he let off with it right away, so immediately I was scared. So I went into Liberty, and I decided to just get some, I believe I got some damage off on it. He goes for Thunderbolt, and looking at that damage, like that's too much. And so at this point, Liberty's done. I can't really do anything else. I have no switch-ins for this thing. I do set up my Stealth Rocks though, which do decently well against this team. He doesn't have a defogger that I can see, so that's about all I can think of being good for the Stealth Rocks. I don't know if I had Rocks. I forget if I had Rock Slide on this one. I don't think well, yes I did. I did have Rock Slide on this one, so that probably would have been the best thing to go into. But I go into my Scarf Victini here, and he goes out into Mamoswine here, which I didn't really understand because he doesn't have very many switch-ins to Blue Flare other than his Blastoise. And I went for it and it killed, and I'm like, okay, no thick fat, either that or like he just wasn't running any, I don't know, like just, I was surprised it killed. And then he comes out and reveals that his Mamoswine had one move, which was Ice Shard. So obviously some problems in team building there. But I go into, he goes into Mimikyu, and I get a burn, which was absolutely crucial because with this burn, it proves that he can't 2-ko me at all. So I was afraid of him setting up a Swords Dance, which he did, and at this point, he can't kill me without me killing him. So he could go for Shadow Sneak, but it would not kill. Definitely, it would not kill. Even with the burn gone, it does like 96%. So he goes for Shadow Sneak. I go for Blue Flare. I do connect. And down goes the Mimikyu, which was another big threat to my team. So at this point, I'm thinking, you know, this is pretty good. I got some momentum here. I got my Scarf in here. He's probably going to go into Blastoise here, and that's exactly what he does. So I definitely have to switch out. And I go out into my Blastoise counter, which is Tapu Fini. Can't really do anything to me. Ice Beam, Scald, Dragon Pulse, Start Pulse, whatever you think of. There's nothing it can really do to me, so I go out into Tapu Fini. He can't Toxic me, so he goes for Rapid Spin, which was as expected to keep away those rocks for his flyers. So at this point, I'm thinking, you know, looking at his team, fire off a Moonblast. It'll do a lot of damage. I didn't have Calm Mind. If I had it, I would have done it. But I get the special attack drop, which I thought would be even better because he stayed in. I was confused about why he stayed in. Then he reveals Seismic Toss, which does do a solid amount of damage to me. So I was hoping that I could just kind of outwin this. He does have leftovers, which was a big problem because my Moonblast had a chance to 3-ko, as you can probably see here. Definitely had a chance to 3-ko, but unfortunately with those leftovers, did give him a chance to live this next one. And if he did, then it would put me in a bad position. And unfortunately, that is what happens because he does live on a sliver of HP. And he does get that extra Seismic Toss off, which is a lot of damage. And I could have had Leftovers Recovery. I still have Misty Terrain up for another turn. And I would have been good because nothing else really wants to deal with this CSI Miami. The only thing he could have done really was go into Thunderous and click either Volt Switch or Thunderbolt. And if he clicked Volt Switch, then he'd have to go into something else, and I could go into my Kamala, which does a ton of damage to just about everything on his team. Or if you click Thunderbolt, then I could go into my Scarf Victini and click the whatchamacallit, Blue Flare. If he goes in Hawlucha, and I was so scared of this thing, he has Sky Attack, which is a lot better for me than Acrobatics. So he does use up his Power Herb, which means he's got the Unburden boost, and he is fast. So I decide to go out into World Star and hope that he doesn't have Stone Edge, because the only thing that would kill me at this point would be Stone Edge. He doesn't have it. He goes into, or he goes for High Jump Kick. He does land it, and I am able to fire off a Blue Flare and one-shot this Hawlucha. So at this point, he's got 2 flyers left, and my rocks are not up, which is a awful thing. Pretty much the worst thing that, pretty much about as bad as you could get. So I was afraid of a lot of things here. I thought he was going to Dragon Dance, set up all over me, and just kind of go to town and take me out. He ends up going for the E-Speed, which was an obvious play, going for my Victini, because it would have killed, and stupid on my part. He goes Dragon Dance. I go for the return here, just to break his multi-scale, and it does a ton of damage because I am Choice Banded. And here's where I messed up. I messed up so badly here. I go into Victini thinking that I don't know what I was thinking here, in all honesty. I thought I clicked U-turn. That's what I was thinking. I thought I clicked U-turn, and so I'd get a slow switch into something. So I go into Victini, it drops to an E-Speed, which is awful for me. So I go into Totemly. As you can see in the chat there, I was pretty upset with myself. After the fact, it didn't really matter. He goes for Fly here, which is not a good thing for me, because he does outspeed me, and I did not speed creep his speed creep, which is not good. But, as you can see here, I am Focus Sash, so his Fly does not matter, and I have my Focus Sash. I can't set up a Swords or a Dragon Dance because I did not outspeed, and I go for Dragon Claw and take him out. So now all he's got left is the Thunderous, and he's got to take me out with something to start off with. So I'm staying in. I'm going for Dragon Claw here because it does a lot of damage, and then a First Impression can come in and take him out. But he does do the right play. He goes over for Thunderbolt. I don't know why he would do anything otherwise. But I go into that, and then I'm thinking I gotta go into Gallisopod and try to live something. But then I think, oh wait, I got emergency exit, so I can't do that. So I go into my Kamala, and it didn't matter which one I went into first because Kamala would have died anyway. I would have had to sack it off in the first place. It does give him a little bit more Life Orb damage, which doesn't really matter because Liquidation does kill. So he does go for Thunderbolt. And this last turn here, it all depends on if I can live a Thunderbolt. A modest Thunderbolt has I believe, 60% chance to kill, and a timid Thunderbolt has like a 6% chance to kill. So it depends on what he is. I'm going for my Liquidation, and Thunderbolt kills. So I did lose my Week 6 match against starfoxfalco. He gets a little bit more. This was his second win, I believe. But it was a 1-0, and it is the Battle of the Week for this week. So it was a big game. I had gone into this match thinking that I was going to lose, in all honesty, because this Thunderous was just such a big problem for my team. And I know you're thinking probably, where's Palossand? Where's it at? Why didn't you bring Palossand? Well, Dark Pulse can 2-ko me. I believe Timid even. So if I ran Assault Vest, Palossand, it would have failed to get me. It would have failed to have Shore Up, which is kind of what I needed to be able to win this match. But otherwise, great game, starfoxfalco. Sorry for this being such a late upload. I'm trying to get everything situated with school here. But we will have 2 uploads tonight. We got this match here, and then we got our next match against A Blue Potato for our Week 7 match. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like down below, and subscribe for more CPBA action. Guess we'll see you guys later. Peace out.